Hey everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. I am out here in the sheep pen, being surrounded by sheep. No, we are doing something different with our sheep. So, this happened. We had a windstorm that blew through and destroyed our sheep shelter, basically. Like, functionally, it no longer is a shelter. The hay that we put in there, hoping that we could, just kind of give them access to a bale at a time, blah, 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 that got soaked. And so we're not feeling confident on the viability of the hay as a food source for the sheep. The floor all the way through has been soaked, and it's not sound. And we have four pregnant ewes. One of them is pretty much due anytime. I got her bred, and we only knew that she had been running with a ram since June, so she was due pretty much anytime throughout this whole winter. And that ewe would be her. That's Naomi. So, but I've noticed that she is starting to bag up, which means that she is starting to develop an udder. She's getting ready to produce milk. She's getting ready to feed babies. So that means that we are probably getting pretty close. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, she's really gotten bigger, even just since yesterday. Let's see. Excuse me. Yes. Hoo-ha. Yeah, that's definitely got some udder development. I'm not really confident that we're going to get this shelter in any state of repair that would really make it a sound shelter. Hi Rachel. With her being due just about any time now and bagging up and getting ready to give birth, I really would rather give her a dry, draft-free location. So we have decided that we are going to go ahead and move the sheep up to the doe goat barn. Now, the goat barn has already been segregated. It's been separated while we were breeding. We had a buck and a small herd of does on each side, and that infrastructure has not been taken down. So I really think that the best way to manage having these sheep in a shelter that is going to actually shelter them is going to be to move them into that goat barn. So, question is, how do you move sheep? Because once you catch one by the collar, it's like, yeah, you might catch one and lead it up there. You're not going to catch another one after that. So, I've decided that we're going to do very similar to how we've moved them in the past. So basically I can create a very long, narrow channel for them to move up, and it will allow them to move freely without having to make sure that they don't run away. So it can keep them moving in a general direction and generally keep everybody calm. The biggest challenge when doing that is getting them to cross over a fence line. Even if the electric line itself has been moved, they're so used to that boundary that they won't move over it. But the dog has proven very helpful with that in the past. And that's another reason that the channel is a good idea, because Hercules is a Pyrenees. His recall is fantastic when he's in the pen. If he gets out of the pen, it's like you don't exist. So having that ability to keep him contained but moving to a new pen is going to be the best way to do it. All right, we've got our whole little channel up. We're gonna drop the fence and see if we can't get these sheep and the dog to come out. No, Abel. There Alright guys, come on. Come on, join the flock. Alright. Okay. So we gotta start pushing them along the fence line. Come on.
You want me to be on the side?
Come on.
There we go. Nice and easy. Don't push them any harder.
Caleb, get up there.
Calm animals are much easier than panicked ones.
Except when they get out. When they're calm and Is the fence already down?
See, as soon as the dog goes, so too do the sheep.
He doesn't trust the fence.
Just gentle pressure to keep them moving.
I didn't know that there was already a building thing. I'm like, how are we going to get
Don't wipe out on the slick stuff.
I already did right there. Move it.
There you go. Gentle pressure. Don't panic them. Easy.
Bro, with the big hole.
There they go. Easy. Easy. Don't let them go outside.
Do you remember this?
There they go.
Go on, sheepy.
There we go.
Audrey Max was here, not her today. In there.
Audrey, here. Come on, Hurt. Come on, buddy. Good boy.
Good boy.
There we go.
Cinder block.
Cinder block.
Yes, move that one down. I'm moving toward each other. That went pretty smooth.
Yes, it did.
Well, that went smoother than expected. That was very nice. Audrey, good job.
Yeah.
Good job to my dad, who helped us out on his birthday to get this all set up. He's not too fond of being in front of the camera, so I won't embarrass him by putting him in front of the camera. But yeah, so we got the sheep all moved. We'll be able to take down their whole pen ultimately and be able to reuse the wire elsewhere. So I think that it's going to be a really, really good solution for them to be up there. They're going to stay dry. They're going to stay out of the wind. It's going to be really optimal for especially Naomi, who is about to lamb just about any time. So I think this is the best solution we could have come up with. All right, guys, it is the next day. I'm not even bothering with my stand, my tripod today, because it is so windy, it will just blast right over. So I just wanted to show you guys really briefly that we made the right call on moving those sheep yesterday. We're gonna take a quick look at the sheep shelter that we abandoned yesterday, and then you can even see the barn that they're in now. This wind is insane. I don't even know how well this microphone is gonna pick up my voice because the wind is so bad. All the way down the middle. There's no way this would have functioned even with any repairs. It's really bad. So the wind is so bad right now. It's blasting the tarps up. And I think it's even ripping the paracord right out of them. So I'm going to see what I can do to try and secure them down in this crazy wind. But I'm not 100% positive I'm going to be able to even pull down that bunched up bit right up there. I don't even know if I can get that down. But it's worth a shot. You enjoying being out of the wind, buddy? Good boy. bringing it. Meanwhile, Naomi. Let's see. She's definitely got an udder on her. Just have to wait and see. When is she gonna lamb? Alright, so it has been a day. Hi, thank you, buddy.
Oh my gosh, there's blood everywhere!
Not that kind of a day. No, so we, I showed you guys earlier, we had some crazy wind. We were battening down the hatches, getting everything ready to withstand the crazy wind, and we did great here. However, right as I was finishing up putting the tarps up on our goat barn, David calls me. He says, hey.
It went something like this. Amanda! Amanda!
Didn't go like that.
No, I was stuck in an office, helpless, an hour from home, and it stunk.
But he called me to say that some friends of ours actually had one of the worst things happen, and that was that the wind
literally
blew
picked
their barn. Like, seriously obliterated their barn, picked it up and blew it into their power lines. So, their whole power pole, they lost power, they lost their barn, they had animals in the barn, so it was like, drop everything and run.
They had just hatched chickens like last week, and the babies were in there somewhere. They had to find them. Terrifying.
Yes, so they did find them. But they also had several eggs. They had like 44, I think I counted. They had eggs in their incubator.
And no power to run it.
Yes.
1 week to go.
So, while I was there, she mentioned that their power was out and that she had eggs in an incubator, and she was like, I guess we're just going to lose them. And I was like, I'll take them home. So we unloaded her incubator, put all the eggs in cartons in an insulated bag because hers was a cabinet incubator and would not have fit in my truck with the people that I had in the truck. So I brought the eggs home, put them in our incubator. We'll see if we manage to save, hopefully, most of them.
Right there.
Yes.
They're right there.
They're right there. Our emergency rescue eggs.
So, real talk about homesteading. It would be super cool if I could be here all the time. And I gotta say, days like today are the hardest on someone who has to have a job and have a farm.
And it's not even like, he doesn't even work like 10 minutes away. So it's not like, hey guys, I gotta go and deal with something because it's like right up the road. No, it's an hour away.
Yeah, today's windstorm was kind of crazy because we were reminded that literally 1 year ago today, we had a massive tree fall on our property across our driveway and hit our house.
Like,
If it would have been slightly off, it would have fallen and crushed our house and her dad, who was sitting at a computer at the time. So it's like, these kind of things happen if you're not available. It's very humbling to like have to ask for help. There are also just times in your life where you have to ask for help, and as much as I want to be the kind of person that jumps up, sometimes that's you. And I was really proud of you today for going out there and being, the hands of service to our friends.
Yeah.
And, man, I know what it's like to have people come and help, because last year, our friend David and Josh came and they helped clear the driveway and make sure everyone was safe with that tree.
Like, there was a tree in our driveway for maybe a couple of hours.
They were there so quick. It was cool.
They came so fast and cleaned it up and pulled it out of the driveway. So
all that to say, when you have an opportunity to help someone in need, do it, because sometime they're going to be there for you, and you're going to feel like you're a real part of a community, because you're not just always taking, you're giving and receiving, and it's one of the things I just love about being here.
Yeah.
So good on you.
Anyway.
And thank you, Lord, for generally our farm being safe. We had a few things. Throw some pictures up. We had the boy barn roof go flying off.
Yeah.
Or parts of it bent back, and
actually
was able to get up there.
But we didn't lose any parts.
No,
they stayed
they were all there. I was able to get up there after work and fix it. One of the front of our house, we had a pillar knocked away or blown away.
We did have one turkey that got picked up by the wind and thrown.
He was very surprised. He flapped and suddenly ended up 40 yards away.
Yes. A gust came up and the whole flock started running toward the shelter. And
Gobble,
as he's
gobble.
running, they're birds. They open their wings when they run. And so it picked him up and flipped him over the fence.
He's suddenly in the driveway going, did I just teleport?
Yeah, so we did.
I've
We
magic.
closed them up after that happened, but
Yeah. A lot of our rainproofing got blown apart, but overall, we learned some lessons on how to build in the future, but
yeah.
sometimes you can't do anything about 102.7 mile an hour winds,
Yeah.
which is what was measured just about 20 minutes from our house. Just
Yeah.
wild.
Now, Reagan was also put in her kennel for the day. I was like, I don't need a dog running loose with all this stuff flying around. So
Yeah.
she, I'm sure, didn't appreciate it, but she had a warm bed and she had water.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. It has been a long day, so I'm ready to call it a night. As always, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
This is your country nerd with a goat herd.
And some turkeys that are safely in an A-frame.
Some windblown
That don't
turkeys
fly.
saying that you can grow
Where
where
you're
you're planted.
Unless you're a barn, in which case you could get blown where you're replanted.
Put.
Whatever.